Good morning. This is WXON, Detroit, Michigan, beginning another day of scheduled telecasting.
Yes, sir, we promised you a great man here tonight. Andre, the China WrestleMania!
Hulkamania is running wild.
My God, what a run! It's how the world is watching.
TV 20, WXON, Detroit.
Good Friday morning, everyone. It is I, it is he, it is me, PDD, Etep from the Place to Be Reviews, right here with all of yous. It is May 19th, and I have something special that I was working. That's why the show started a few minutes late, as my 5 head is shining there. I have Ted Turner behind me for some reason. I don't even remember why now. But good morning. I called him Fangs R Us, AngelousDraven, Godzillionaire, Gap After Dark. Hail. Good to see you guys. Good to see you. We got some stuff to talk about, but being as it is May 19th and you guys are here, and I'll just show this right now because I can't wait. So here's my little May 19th clip I made. For those of you who are wrestling fans, you'll probably get this.
Yes, sir, we promised you a great man here tonight. Andre, the China WrestleMania!
Hulkamania is running wild.
My God, what a run! It's how the world is watching.
Last Monday night, when I was on Raw, and Pete Daddy Dollar got in the ring and faced down not one, not two, but 3 of his greatest challengers, and walked away still Team Ratings World Heavyweight Champion. I thought I was on top of the world. I didn't think anyone could stop me. But no, there's a thorn in Pete Daddy Dollar's side. And ladies and gentlemen, I intend today to pluck that thorn. And after today, May 19th, nothing and no one can take this belt from me. Mark this day on your calendar, May 19th. There you go. There's my I was like, what the hell can I do really quick for a little KANE joke because of the whole May 19th thing. But there you go. My stupidity at work. Apparently the shorts I've done of the old WCW stuff, I took all those down. Now we have my cat, Mr. Beans, racking me up a couple thousand views yesterday. Yeah, so also, if during the stream at any point I say, hey, I got to bounce for a minute, I have to go let the sprinkler guys in to start my system up for the year. So, yeah, I will have to, we'll show, I have a video to show for that circumstance. But we do have some stories here. Also, of course, we have some stories. But while I pluck that first one from, ladies and gentlemen, from the headlines, enjoy these messages from, let's see, where are we going today? Where are we going to go today? Let's see. Let's go over and hear from, well, this is kind of a public service announcement, and it's not Scott Steiner.
Hi, I am A. A isn't fat. Let me tell you right off the bat, these days fat is not where it's at. But how can I go from fatness to fitness? Watch me right here. You be my witness. And get up and get moving. It's time for action. Start walking. That's a step in the right direction. Take one extra step. From walking to hiking, one more step gets you right up to biking. Soon the shape you're in will be more to your liking. You'll feel like a hero, a cowboy, a Viking. You may never become a champion swimmer, but a few laps a day can make you slimmer and trimmer. Play ball games and all games like soccer and tennis, and suddenly your weight is no longer a menace. Soon you're smooth and lean like a fox, all hustle and muscle, just like an ox. Yes, little by little, you're fit as a fiddle. Now I am the I wanted to be. And getting into fitness has done it for me. Ho-ho!
Canadians are into fitness now.
So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. And my dog is absolutely going ham. So I don't know if they're here. I imagine they'll call me. But yeah, see. Anyway, you'll probably be hearing her in the background. Your sprinkler system, you're going to waste water inside your house. I know, right? I shouldn't be watering the tile. But, you know. Oy vey. Killing Miss Marvel isn't shocking. It's just lazy. This is hilarious. Almost as hilarious as this headline is the reaction on Twitter, which we'll get into shortly. But I mean, they call this character they call her a major character, a fan favorite. I mean, why? And of course, there's all the headlines. It's racist, which so disingenuous. Like, it's a character. It's a character, and to insinuate that killing this character off was done in an insidious manner, or for any pretext or context of racism is ridiculous. I mean, Kamala Khan is I always thought of her as just a generic Mr. Fantastic, with the, hit my mic cover there, which she's stoned to death in her home country. God damn. No, it's I don't know. She's generic Mr. Fantastic with the stretchy powers. And I heard Jeff from WCBS talk about this in his video. And he what do you call her? Generic Stretch Armstrong, which is pretty accurate too. So it'll just be like an amalgamation of both of those things. Mr. Fantastic with mid tits. Are we allowed to say that? Because I don't know. But what up, CJP? Hail, brother. No, she's just a bad character. And this outcry that, oh my God, you killed off this brown girl. It's like, are they, they're immune to being killed off in a comic simply because of their ethnicity now? Like, that's a weird flex. Like, it really is. If you really stop and think about that, it is really weird. Hail, Tina Bojan. What's going on, Tina? We're talking about Miss Marvel and the kind of, backlash or just complete meltdown over them killing her off, and how it's how these people are just reacting on Twitter, and the meltdown, and they're calling it racism. This article here from Denny Geek says it's just lazy, which we'll take a look at this. I keep scrolling both chats here. I made sure I have my ringer turned up on my phone. Everyone's angry about a major character death in The Amazing Spider-Man number 26. So why do comic book companies keep doing this? I mean, what? Like, a major character, I don't know. Let's see. So he goes back to Pep Comics. Pep killed off Comet, not for any story reason, because they wanted to goose sales. Go away, ad. Go away, ad. You go away too. There. Alec Arcane, major character. Her name's Kamala. I thought it was Sana Amanat Jr. Right? That's accurate. That is a fairly Go away, stupid ads. That is accurate, Alec. Welcome. Yeah, a major character. And, all right, so they brought back the Comet in the 60s and the 80s, eventually licensing him to DC. So when heroes die, nearly all of them have eventually come back to life, even those seemingly dead for good, such as Captain America's sidekick Bucky Barnes, Jason Todd, the second Robin, eventually find their way back. All right. So the DC 52, we're all familiar. Even me, who is a novice comic guy, is familiar with the DC 52. So right here, we're talking about Kamala Khan dying in the pages of The Amazing Spider-Man 26, written by Zeb Wells, penciled by John Romita Jr. The current run of Amazing Spider-Man finds Peter separated from Mary Jane, dating Felicia Hardy, the Black Cat, and partnering with Norman Osborn. I am a fan of him with Felicia Hardy because I've one of the characters, Black Cat. Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan, shall we say? And I think Sydney Sweeney playing her in a movie is a good idea. Tina Bojan says one of our recent guests on Sporking News thinks it's because they want to bring her back with powers more similar to how they portrayed her in the Disney Plus series. That could be. I don't see that as a far-fetched theory either, Tina. Let me go over here back to the so I can highlight that. That's actually a good theory if you really think about it. If they want to do that, if they want the continuity to flow with obviously the TV show, the live action iteration of the character, yeah, that is definitely your way to go. But the caveat being you've got these weirdos shrieking that you've killed off a brown girl. Let's see. Comments on a Reddit post that leaked the final pages are naturally filled with complaints against the book's writer. Here, let's see if I can pull that up. Yeah. Not only that, Kamala isn't really thought of as much of a supporting character in the Spider comics, so why place the enormity of her death in one? Let's see. Here, let's go over here and we'll share the other screen. Mary Jane's days are numbered. She's a ginger, right? They're going to off her. They'll off her, or they'll race swap her. Ah! Wait. Let's see. The comments are here. Here we go. Let's see. This is absolutely the stupidest decision they could have made. Kill off a character who's not even a Spider-Man character who has a movie coming. Great marketing decision, Marvel. Hope Lowe and Wells get fired. Edit. Oh my God, Z's. I know they aren't going to keep her dead, but that just makes the decision to kill her even more idiotic given the build-up they did. How the hell is this the most shocking event in 50 years? It's not. And it's not even like Peter and Kamala were close friend. She was included in the story just to be killed off. It's hilarious. Kill off one of their most popular heroines just a few months before the release of a movie where she'll be front and center. She's not one of their most popular heroines. Like, that's that's funny. Okay, this is insane. Really wasn't expecting something this stupid. Kamala was barely in this run. She barely interacted with Peter or any of the supporting cast. They didn't even bother building her up by creating some sort of relationship with her and Peter. And she's supposed to be the big death. What kind of impact is this even going to have? Except look stupid as hell. Okay. Also, why is Kamala Khan dying in a freaking ASM series? Makes no sense at all. Now, I'm a fan of Kamala. But from another perspective, it seems stupid to expect ASM readers to care about the death of Miss Marvel. She's just made a couple of cameos in this run, and that was to be a setup for her death, hoping for some kind of fake out. This is incredibly stupid. And MJ is hugging Paul? Sheesh. Peter, no, our close acquaintance, Kamala Khan. Oh, I can understand why Zeb is going to be avoiding conventions. And this is why you have two separate fan Base's anger with you. YKW, there should be a rule in comics. You don't kill characters if it's not their book or an event. Looks like we're stuck with Paul, maybe even the kids. Let's see. All right, we should probably go. We'll go over and see what's. Let me go back to the article. It's funny, all the people complaining will not be buying the new number one when she's resurrected. Just like none of them watch Batwoman, even though they tweeted about it. Oh yeah, dude, half the people that used to call me names for what I said about Batwoman, they didn't even watch the show. Like, if I ever questioned them on anything that happened in the episodes, they didn't fucking know. You know, they didn't know. They were just outraged because I dared insult something that was LGBTQZ positive, you know. So that's why they got big mad about it. That was why. It was because of that, you know. It was absolutely fucking ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. You know, they had no knowledge of the show. They didn't know the character arcs. They didn't know what was going on. You know, just mad because she was, you know, especially after Javicia Leslie took over for Ruby Rose. You know, the outrage grew then because not only is she a POC, but she was an alphabet character, which I don't even think Javicia Leslie is, she might be just Hollywood, which is bisexual by default, so she can get more roles as an ally. You know, but I don't know for sure. I don't know if that's for true. Let's go back over the article here. Let's see. So what's the point? Sometimes great stories can come from the interim between a character's death and return, even when the latter is a foregone conclusion. Take Grant Morrison's wonderful Batman and Robin, which saw Dick Grayson don the mantle of Batman after Darkseid killed, actually sent back in time, or reality, or multiverse, or something. It's Morrison. Bruce Wayne. The series actually developed Grayson and his Robin, Damian Wayne, showing new sides to the characters. Likewise, the death of Peter Parker and Dan Slott's run. Dan Slott blocked me on Twitter like 2 years ago. He's a fucking troglodyte. Like, he calls people troglodytes, and he looks like, actually is like a bridge troll. It's absolutely hilarious. And he's like the most thin-skinned. He's like next to Chuck Wendig. And, oh, shit. I forgot. I found something out last night, and I was looking through something, and it was my wife's birthday, and actually Scott Mendelson blocked me on my wife's birthday, like, was it a year ago or two? It was a year ago. It was just funny. I was scrolling through old posts, and I saw this on December 27th. I was like, oh, shit, that's my wife's birthday. I'm like, Scott Mendelson blocked me on that day because I was looking at the date of the tweet, you know, where I screenshot. I'm like, that's funny. But yeah, Scotty Mendelson too. He was a thin-skinned prick too. It just, I can go see they blocked my main account, but I can go him and Grace. You know, Grace. My gauntlet is pretty much completed. I've got my like Thanos gauntlet of like blocks on Twitter now. So I still don't have Caroline Dries, so I guess it's not complete, but. I quit watching all that shit, so incomplete assignment, I suppose. But they just keep shitting on this, which is funny. I don't, and again, I don't. Here, we'll go over to Twitter. I just don't get it. I just don't. I mean, I understand it from a perspective of these people just need something to be outraged about because she's a brown girl from Jersey who's a Muslim, and oh my God, how dare you bigots? Like, why? Why does that matter? Why is that the deciding factor on how pissed off you are at a character death? Like seriously, now we're that sensitive to where it's only like white characters can die? Is that what I'm getting? Like, I guess it's I guess I shouldn't be shocked, but I am, just because it's so stupid. I don't know. I don't know. I can't I can't understand the why. I just don't. I don't understand why people are that mad, you know? Like it's ridiculous. And then, like I said, you get all these people that they don't ever spend money on any of these products, or and they just want to go on Twitter and bitch because that's free, and this intersects with their their comic book outrage intersects with their anti-racist outrage, or whatever you want to call it, and boom, here you go. Now it's, oh my god, a brown character died. I don't. It's just funny. It was literally funny to me, because you don't. They all learned the term fridged yesterday, right? It is, man. This is like, I've heard it before, but not something that's in my vernacular, But yeah, most of these people, they jump on this. It's a buzzword. It's something, that's trending to be outraged about. And let's see here. Oh, all right, I want to find the there's another article. Is it? It's not Comics Beat. Where the hell? See, I'm trying to find it where it was trending on Twitter. But it might have been CBR, because I'm over there looking through it now. This was a couple of days ago, wasn't it? I thought CBR did something on it. So and while we're on the topic of Marvel, I see they announced a release date for what was that? Loki, Tina Bojan got its release date, which I can't remember what it is. But that and Echo, which I didn't understand why they're still making Echo. Oh, Screen Rant? Okay, let me find Screen Rant. Thank you, CJP. Honestly, I haven't... I didn't... was it Screen Rant Comics, maybe? Let's see. Might have been... Yeah, here it is right here. Wait, they wholly no interactions. They only have 700 followers. And this is... no, they joined May in 2022, so that's not their official. Let's see. Let's just go to Screen Rant. And then my dog's barking again. I'm like, it's weird. I'm looking at the accounts, and I'm like, why? Where's their check mark? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. They don't have a check mark anymore. That is worth the price of admission right there. Wait, what'd they say about Stranger Things? Oh. It was just a cosplay article. Nobody cares. I'm scrolling down through Screen Rant's articles here on their Twitter feed. Basically because I want the what's this? They got something about Tulsa King season 2. I'm like, I think 4 or 5 episodes into Tulsa King. That was well, I liked what I saw. You guys probably hear my dog barking in the background. Jesus. Let's see. I swear to God, if she doesn't stop barking. I'm waiting for the doorbell to ring. Ah, here it is right here. From 1 day ago. All right. Yep, here's the article right here. There we go. I know, it might be the sprinkler guys. Yeah. This is just God damn it. I don't want Screen Rant's newsletter. You can tell I have my ad blocker shut off. Fucking what is it? The VPN, Surfshark VPN. Use promo code the place to be. Don't do that. I don't have one. I don't have a promo code. I just pay for it. Yeah, this. Let's see who wrote this one. This is Casey Loving. Casey's not loving this apparently. I'll see myself out. Ding dong. Land shark. I mean sprinkler shark. Land shark. See, I always like make that reference anytime like there's like a knock at the door or anything. It's always like a land shark joke and nobody gets it. Like I had to show it to my wife. I'm like, no, it's an old SNL bit when SNL is actually like funny, you know. Let's see. I want the fucking Twitter feed. God damn it. I want the Twitter feed. I want to find it on there. I want to find some fucking meltdowns. The current run of The Amazing Spider-Man. Yeah, see, okay. Goddamn fucking ads. Oh my God. Fuck you, Screen Rant. We'll just skip the ad and then pause it there. That's not a very pleasant fucking name. Let's see, we need the death of Miss Marvel. Like, Miss Marvel's death is bad news for The Amazing Spider-Man. Nobody fucking cares. Like, honestly, like, nobody cares if Miss Marvel's dead. Candygram. I want to go back. What up, Flash Shark? Hail. Alec Arcane. I want to see Echo. It looks interesting, but I'm a small, minuscule percentage of people. Well, if you want, I ain't gonna knock you. I ain't gonna knock you if you want to see it, if you want to watch it. I was so non-impressed with the character because of the way they presented her. Like, she's just fucking beating the shit out of Hawkeye. I'm like, Hawkeye, he can take out Chitauri, but he can't fight this one-legged deaf bitch. Like, come on, man. I don't know. He looked so weak in his own show. He did. They just took every opportunity they could to make him look weak. But that's their MO right now. I don't know. This to me is a non-controversy. It's not racism, you know, and I'm not reading this run or anything. Like I said, I'm not reading anything current. The only thing I read current are the indie books I buy and support, which I'm still waiting on a few, like Six Gun Gorilla. But they're, you know, they'll be here. And I got Woke Busters coming and Bonds 2, The Cursed Child. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff out there. A lot of good stuff. A lot of great indie creators. Good morning, Pursuing Paranormal. Sorry I didn't see you, brother. What's up, Cody? Cody was just on Wednesday night show with us. Holy shit news. He was our live Florida man on the panel, actually. So, yeah. But yeah, to me, this whole Miss Marvel thing, like I said, non-controversy. There's no substance to any argument that these people have, you know. Okay, my point is, you don't make shows for such a small percentage of people, even if it's me, bad business model. It is because, I mean, you think about it. They spend hundreds of millions of dollars to produce these series, and then you're losing money for the most part. You know, you'll force a second or third season, and then you're just further in debt just because you want to further this character's narrative because of what's between or not between their legs. That's the crux of their argument. I forgot to call into work today. Good thing I wasn't teaching. I was just supposed to volunteer. I realized I have to go in like a half hour, but like I said, sprinkler guys are coming today, not going into work. But no, you don't need to make shows for such a small percentage of your audience. I was like, I wondered why it was so weird. I don't have any background music on. Here, we'll do this. I don't know. There. We'll go with the Revenge Starcade music. No, like I said, I really, being a non-reader, I just thought it was kind of ironic that people are freaking out about this and calling her the ironic part is calling her a major character in any way is a stretch. But she's getting a movie. She's in a team-up movie that's, again, being used to shield the weakest, there's a ton of weak characters now, but, I mean, basically the linchpin in turning the MCU to utter shit, and that's Captain Marvel. And I don't say that as a personal vendetta against Brie Larson. No, I say that against a poorly written, poorly acted, horribly received, and terribly presented character. Like I said, Fleck and Bowden in the first movie did her no favors, Brie, in the writing of the movie. You had her performance was just mid at best. The character, the way it was presented is just, like I said, and to me, when I did it in my Is It Woke series, I didn't say the movie was woke. I just said it was terribly written. And I think I gave it like a 5 or a 5.5 out of 10. Have a great day, Gap After Dark. Thank you for being here. Thank you for modding. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. But in that, like I said, that I've got to like gently, like kind of just like pat the tattoo. It's itching a little bit, but it's in like the peeling, like you get that little peeling phase. So I've been lotioning it extra, and yeah, it's just like I'm like washing it, and it's just like, oh, okay, this is happening. I know it was normal, and I know Neil's probably listening, so he'll message me and be like, "Are you doing this?" But yes, I am, sir. Yes, I am. But no, I don't. I don't see. The Marvels has been pushed back 5 times. All right, it's not going to be a good movie. It's not. Objectively speaking, did you get the hose again? I did. I was putting the lotion on, and I still got the hose, which is bullshit. CJP. No, I lost my train of thought now. Come on, let's get back on the track here. Okay, so the Marvels. Pushed back 5 times. They don't have movies to protect it, so they're doing other things, which is they've installed, Monica Rambeau, which, again, in the comics, nobody had a problem with her or Maria Rambeau. Nobody had, she was leading the Avengers. Nobody complained. It was like Storm leading the X-Men. Nobody complained. And yet, they're, every one of these new female characters is glass ceiling shattering, which makes no sense. Let's see. Monica Rambeau's solo comic is not selling at all. See, no, and that character hasn't been good since what, like the 80s? When she was leading the Avengers back then? That was when that character was good and well written. Now, but they don't know how to write a female now, because they have to be exactly like the men. They have to basically be men, except for, well, I mean, some of them are men. Remember when they did that with the Red Hulk? The Red Winter Hulk? It was like, it was just basically Red Hulk, the Incredible Hulk, Bruce Banner Hulk, but red in like a crop top with a ponytail, a slight ponytail. It was like, what? Oh, that was like the precursor to Gorlock, the Destroyer. God. Oh my God. The world has literally gone fucking crazy. Like, you guys realize that, right? Like, the world has absolutely gone fucking crazy. And I wanted to talk a little bit of wrestling this morning, because I found an article here on my phone, and I have another one too that I wanted to chat about these, because let me see. That's not it right there. I thought I had it somewhere here. Let's see. Here it is right here. Okay. It's from, what is this? InsideTheRopes.com, or yeah, Inside the Ropes. It's wrestling.com. I don't know, some shit like that. But they're talking about Jamie Hayter being absent from Dynamite last Wednesday night. And it says it was a result of her injury. The match has been changed to a regular tag team match instead of, it was supposed to be 6. Hayter hasn't wrestled since teaming with Britt Baker on the April 19th edition of Dynamite against Ruby Soho and Toni Storm. That was my birthday, by the way. So we're talking, it's May 19th. We're talking a month ago. She hasn't wrestled, all right? So she's injured. I mean, but this is a bigger story because she's been largely pushed aside. And this is before that. I mean, they really haven't focused on her at all as champion. It's been her run has been an afterthought. Alec Arcane NXT more Tiffany Stratton, please. Oh, a man of great culture, I see. Yeah, Tiffany. Not only does she look like a built Barbie doll, but she can work too. I haven't really seen much of her on the microphone, but I've seen some of her in ring. I've watched a few matches on YouTube that are up there on the on WWE's channel and shit. Because I don't watch NXT. I don't watch any WWE stuff. We might watch it if we watch a pay-per-view, but I am aware of her. I like her and Ivy Nile. Ivy Nile's a freaking beast. I absolutely adore her in-ring work. Britt's a main girl. Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Britt is... but, I mean, Jamie's your champion. You've got to... Because if you push her to the background, especially with her having the strap, that really devalues your title. You know, it does. It really does. You can't have she should still be cutting promos. Even if it's something pre-recorded that you show, you know, during the show on Wednesday during Dynamite or on Rand, you've got to have her cutting promos. She'd cut a promo. Hell, I did it here 10 minutes before the show started. For those of you in the chat who didn't see the May 19th KANE video, F in the chat and we'll play it again here. In about 20 minutes or sooner, who knows? Just let me know if you guys want to see it, because I did a little Pete Daddy Dollar wrestling deal with KANE and old May 19th thing, so I threw that together before the show started. But yeah, Tiffany is Tiffany's she's a dime too. That's the thing. Like that's marketable right there. Like she is a very again with the women. The flips and shit, I mean, some of them still do a bit much of it just for the sake of it. I like Britt Baker. I mean, she's a solid worker. You know who it bothers me that they job out, and I saw an article about this, is Serena Deeb, who has been around literally wrestling seemingly forever, but she still is in great shape. She can really work well. Promo ability is, I'd say, slightly above average, you know, but they don't get that. Isn't May 19th the anniversary of the K? I don't think it was the Katie Vick. I think it was the See No Evil thing. Overall, that's what they were going for with that. I don't think they dated the Katie Vick thing. I don't think they did. Let's see. Wait. So it was, let's see. I think it was, it was the day his adopted mother and family were burned alive. That's what it was. That was what it was. That was the date. That was the date. But yeah, there was another AEW topic I had before we got into and the dog's up there, of course, just going nuts again. That might be the sprinkler guys. So before I get into this article, I'll kind of wait a minute because she's really going nuts. Oh yeah. Yep. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to play a video for you guys. I will play my latest Yuri Grab-a-Bitch video for those of you who have not seen that yet. and I shall return shortly. Good evening, Mother Russia. Hello from our smoke and vodka-soaked studios to your potato-filled apartments. I am Yuri Grabovich, and this is the Communist United News Transmission Service, CUNTS. And tonight we have special story and very special guest. Although I might say that Supreme Leader, best president ever, Putin might not approve of this guest, and I hope I don't end up on my knees facing the ditch later on this evening. If that is going to be the case, please let me drink my fill before then. Comrades. Even maybe have some of my fine product that your American man, Brittany Griner, left here. Delaware County, Indiana. Yes, I know. Nobody in Russia has ever heard of this. It's not as popular a destination for tourism as Los Angeles and New York City. And what are you doing, kitty cat? Do not climb up there. I'm in the middle of something. Somebody has allowed pussy to run amok in the studio. And no, I don't mean Ukrainian women we will be shipping to your President Biden and his crackhead son Hunter in Wayfair cabinets. Apparently, outside of studio door, there was some kind of meeting of pussies I did not know about because there was a big fat pussy outside the door. And no, I do not mean Kamala Harris. Nor were there marks from her knee pad she wore whilst entangled with Willie Brown and pot-smoking Money Mutual salesman Montel Williams. Statement from Delaware County, Ryan Webb. He is a councilman there. He says, after much consideration, I have decided to come out and finally feel comfortable announcing my true authentic self. It is with great relief that I announce to everyone that I identify as a woman, and not just any woman, but as a woman of color as well. I guess this would make me gay, lesbian as well, since I am attracted to women. Whew, that felt good to finally get that out. Apparently he is Native American, which, as we show a picture of Ryan Webb, he is plain to see, to naked eye, a very, very white man. Now, we here at Communist United News Transmission Service do not condone this make-believe fantasy land, but from afar, we find it quite humorous. As a matter of fact, we are wondering when you will have an American man who turns into a boxer, so one of your Americans might actually beat one of the Russians in a fight. But that being said, even American man would lose to a Russian woman because basically, let's face it, they're both men. Oh, this is good vodka. Must be fresh potatoes peeled by the Ogolev family of Moscow. Yes, the Ogolev family has peeled the potatoes for the vodka, which I drink this evening. For you, I will hit my crack pipe. I mean, I'm not Hunter Biden. This makes dealing with man off camera with gun and our guest this evening much easier. Now, our guest is an American, so please forgive them for being not as smart as Russians. But regardless, we have with us this evening, joining us live via satellite, run by 2 tin cans, seven Ukrainians we've captured along the border as they were searching for Hunter Biden's crack. We have Image the Fantabulous. Now, Image, you being a... Would somebody tell me what this is? I don't know. You being, shall we say, who you are, you might have a valid opinion on this topic and of Ryan Webb announcing he is not only a transgender woman, but a transgender woman of color. Now, the only color I can see in you is your fantabulous outfit. Image.
What, this old thing? Oh, I just found it and threw it on. I thought maybe you'd like the little purple and it's got little white flowers and whatnot. But thank you so much, Yuri, for having me on. Everybody, I'm Image, the Fantabulous. And I know this whole Ryan Webb thing has got everybody all up in arms. You know, you got Spider-Man shooting webs out.
Okay.
And now he's coming out saying he's a black lesbian of color. I mean, this Ryan Webb, he just needs to stick with his acting and do a Spider-Man thing. You know what I mean?
Now, since you have completely acted like an American Democrat and skirted all possibility to answer any question I have posed, I will, of course, pose another question, acting as if I am an American Republican who is, in fact, controlled opposition by the Democratic Party, much akin to your Harlem Globetrotters versus the Washington Generals. Which is funny because Washington is where your nation's capital is and is, of course, one of the most corrupt cities in the world. Next to Mos Eisley in Star Wars, it is a wretched hive of scum and villainy. Image, don't you agree with me?
Oh, I most certainly do agree. I mean, those Harlem Globetrotters, who doesn't like that? It's a bunch of mans running around. They're playing with each other's balls and they're slapping each other on the butts when they do a good job. You know, that Curly was my favorite. Him and Larry, and maybe Joe even. Oh, then there's that Shep fella. He was great in the Globetrotters, but I just love it when men's can come together and they just have a bonding experience with each other's balls.
Speaking to the womanhood of Delaware County Representative Councilman Ryan Webb, it was said by a great American poet, and you'll have to excuse me if I do not get quote 100% right, but I believe he actually came out, this American poet, great man, very talented, and wrote a sonnet about Ryan Webb. And part of it, if I may quote, "She grew up tall and she grew up right with them Indiana boys on an Indiana night." So Ryan Webb, clearly a woman of color, has had songs of singing her praise and bravery for undergoing this very, 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 very difficult transition into womanhood. Wouldn't you say, Amash?
Well, I know this. I sure do love that little Tom Petty's Heartbreakers, you know. He had such a lovely face. He could really look good when he turned to the side. He had a nice little silhouette. Oh, he was a lovely fella. Him and the little Heartbreakers that he ran around with, they were just breaking everybody's hearts. I love watching those little videos of them doing it. It was so nice.
Much like U.S. hockey team in Olympics, I can see this is going nowhere. Image is prattling on about whatever it is. I can't understand the accent. It is very weird to my ears and is, frankly, it is rather obtuse to say, delete. Is that obtuse? Is that the word? No? Intrusive? Khrushchev? No, that's not it. Hang on. Maybe another drink will help. Councilman Ryan Webb has been under fire from activists saying he is mocking transgender community. How can you mock that which is ripe for parody, Image?
Well, I don't think you can mock anything when they're under fire. I think what they're trying to say is that he's super hot. I mean, he's just going to go do his thing. He's just got it, you know. Some people have it, some people don't. He's hot, hot, hot. Oh, yeah, hot, hot, hot. So what I think is he needs to go join the parades. And he needs to present his hotness out there, and he just needs to let it all hang out and let everybody see how hot he is, you know? I don't think there's anything mocking about that at all.
I wanted to give you final word, and then you take I give you inch and you take American mile, as they say.
So how many inches are we talking about? Jesus Christ, I can't believe I asked that.
Apparently, man off camera with hand grenade and pin pulled 3/4 of the way out says that this is all time we have for interview with gay American, whatever that Image is.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Yuri, who said I was gay? Oh my gosh, are you flirting with me? I mean, I'm not saying no. I've never done anything like that before. Maybe you should just call me.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I urge you to please give your support from Mother Russia all the way to Indiana, which, because you cannot fault them, Indiana University's colors are red and white. We are red and yellow, and apparently at some time during this interview, my communist patch fell off. So, Image, if you have nothing else to say about Ryan Webb, I think this is where I have to end it because I am being threatened by man off camera with gun, again, for the third time in the last couple minutes.
Thank you so much, Yuri. I had a great time today.
So, for my guest this evening, Image the Fantabulous, via satellite from America, I am Yuri Grabovich from Communist United News Transmission Service, bidding you a good evening From our smoke-filled and vodka-soaked studios to your potato-filled apartments. Good night, Mother Russia. What do you want from me? I don't know. This guy keeps talking. What do you want? And gents, that was Yuri right there, folks. Hope you enjoyed that. Hail, horny Alf. What's going on, brother? Yeah, so, yep, they're turning the sprinkler system on right now. Dog was going nuts, of course. I went up, let the gents in. They're just kind of going about their business. And, yeah, so we're going to continue on with the show for a few more minutes here. I probably will wrap a little bit early today. But, yeah, I was wondering if anybody noticed the patch had fallen off my jacket at one point during the video, because it's just Velcro. Like, it's not sewn on. Part of me wants to sew it on there, but it's like, that's my grandfather's. Just like, it was his. Like, he gave it to me, like, before he died. So I, like, wore that to homecoming my, like, I think sophomore year in high school with my red Yankees hat. Or no, junior or senior year, something like that. I can't remember. But I'm old. But, yeah, so I thought that was just apropos to be my Yuri jacket, of course, because it's red. And I'm like, do I want to sew I might sew the patch on, because it fell off. It was actually kind of funny, because I think I acknowledged it, that it fell off at one point, and I, like, put it back on. And it had moved. Like, I'd put it on the opposite side. So, but, yeah, that was... That was obviously, like, I think it should have been a blooper, but I'm like, I just left it in the video just for fun, because it makes sense that it would happen to a communist. You know, shit's falling apart. You know, we don't like these capitalist dogs, but, you know, here we go. See, Tina says, I noticed the patch, but I do editing for my job. Hey, Sheila, how you doing? Good to see you. She says, I was here, but I was lurking. Good to see you. Yeah, so Star Wars, the Star Wars portion was, we were just quickly going to discuss and laugh and mock the Galactic Star Cruiser. And that is shutting down permanently coming up here, which is absolutely hilarious considering how much money they threw into that dumpster fire and the just nightmare for them it had to be to announce that they're closing this because they lost their asses. And if they would have done something along the lines of the prequels or the original trilogy, they would have been able to print money off that. But you know how it goes. It's Disney. They have their new Star Wars, the new, all exciting Star Wars, and they should blow up the Galactic Star Cruiser, Death Star style, and sell tickets. See right there, that would be something that people would want to see, because nobody wanted to see that Galactic Star Cruiser. Like, well, it was like $5,000 or something like that for like was it two people? I mean, or no, one person. It was ridiculously overpriced. I heard a Spirit Halloween store will be moving after they close the Star Cruiser. That's a good idea. Spirit Halloween. It's like that meme with the guy behind the tree. There's a meme for you, horny Alf, right there. You know, the dude go with like this, looking out behind the tree. That's Spirit Halloween waiting for the Star Cruiser to close. Right there. Right there. $6,000. $6,000. Yeah. Fuck that. Like, if I spend I didn't spend $6,000. Well, I'm trying to think how much my Vegas trip cost me and the wife. But I mean, even then, like, Vegas was well worth it. You know, it wasn't in gambling because we won money. We won money gambling, but yeah, Kathleen Kennedy fails again. Did anyone hear the echoes? Hear the echo? $6,000 for a family of 4 for 2 days. Yeah, $6,000 for a family of 4 for 2 days. No, because then you have to figure in all the extras. You're easily dropping $10,000 with all the extras, food, souvenirs and shit. I mean, easily, because all the food, you know, is overpriced. Yeah, no, this is a monumental, huge financial loss. Another one for them. Another one. You know, how many L's can they take before they finally, Jesus? I just, you know, and I don't, part of me wants Disney to sell Star Wars to someone else, anyone. But then again, it's the devil you know. And having pretty much given up on new Star Wars, I can just sit back and laugh at this point and watch the world burn, you know, which is basically what I'm doing with reality anyway. Might as well be Star Wars too. Aren't they closing the Star Wars part of the theme park too? I don't know. It wouldn't shock me if they were. I mean, because isn't that, I don't know. I have never been there. No, I'm not spending my money there. We're going to go to Universal when we go down to Florida, which can't happen this year because basically we're already booked up. So we'll be going back to Horror Hound. I'll be in Indianapolis in August, which I'm looking forward to. Hopefully, I don't know if it'll happen that weekend, but sometime around there, I'll be getting another tattoo. Yeah. It's fucking, I don't know, the Star Cruiser offered a $1,000 alcoholic drink. I forgot what's in it, though. Jesus. Fuck that. Yeah, like I said, the ink is kind of not the actual tattoo, but like it's just in that like peeling phase, which I know I need to lotion it again for like the 5th time today already. But yeah, it's just fucking weird. It's weird. But I already want to get the pinhead one over here now. It is. It's going to be. I know the other night we were joking around because I couldn't open the lament configuration. I was like, maybe it's not meant to be, but I'm like, I'm doing the pinhead. It's going to be him with the lament configuration. No, they're leaving the Star Wars section of the park. It is 2 of the most popular rides in Hollywood studios. Oh, okay. All right. So, I mean, at least they'll still, you know, if people go there and they want their Star Wars, they can still get it there. But just not the Galactic Shit Cruiser, apparently, which is great. That's great. Wait, was it Kathleen Kennedy's beef drink? God damn it. I'm not sure if I'm going to be on Draven's stream later. I know they're watching wrestling at like 7 tonight. But tomorrow I'm going to a car show, so I'll probably be shooting some shorts down there. If the weather's nice, we're taking my old man 66 Fairlane, so I'll definitely have some video of that. And that's Saturday night's main event tomorrow night, 9:15 Eastern. And after that, on Draven's channel, we'll be playing Mario Kart. So, and Vinny will be joining us for that. He's got his Switch. And him and I will be having the Joe Pesci swear off. I am absolutely certain of this. Because it's going to happen. It's going to be a blast. Thank you guys for hanging out this morning. I appreciate you so much. And yeah, for those of you who weren't here earlier, before we go, here's the May 19th clip.
Yes, sir, we promised you a great main event here tonight. Listen here. Andre, the giant WrestleMania!
Hulkamania is running wild.
My God, what the? It's how the world is watching.
Last Monday night, when I was on Raw, and Pete Daddy Dollar got in the ring and faced down not 1, not 2, but 3 of his greatest challengers, and walked away still Team Ratings World Heavyweight Champion. I thought I was on top of the world. I didn't think anyone could stop me. But no, there's a thorn in Pete Daddy Dollar's side. And ladies and gentlemen, I intend today to pluck that thorn. And after today, May 19th, nothing and no one can take this belt from me. Mark this day on your calendar, May 19th. There you go, everybody. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Go out there and do something good. Do something good today. And we will see you back. I'm going to record some videos later on this afternoon. I'm Etep from the Place to Be Reviews. I've been here with all of you. If I don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow. and I will leave you with WDIV4 Detroit.
On the Muppet Show, we're going to have some wonderful music and comedy, and our guest star is Mr. Bob Hope. Bob Hope. Bob Hope. Bob Hope. Bob Hope.
Followed at 7:30 by Dance Fever with Angie's mom, Doris Roberts. The Waltons, John Walmsley. And rock star Frank Zappa.
Diane, the chicken and kid, dynamite!
Go for good times week.